We always start late. I don't care what Brad says. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show, and it's where we answer your immigration questions. So let me rev up the lines right now. We got 12 open lines. Call me up right now. We will get you on the air to get your questions answered. The number to call right now with your immigration questions happens to be 1-800-529-5465. Call quickly. The lines are filling up like crazy. 1-800-529-5465. Only got 3 spots left for you to actually call in and get your questions answered. So once Brad Bernstein gets in here late, we can get the questions answered. Can I have one of those cable there? If you don't mind, one of those, already plugged in though. And he's late. What are you, George Costanza? You went to the bathroom and took off your clothes to use the bathroom, man? Like Seinfeld episode? No, what are you talking about? Oh, okay. One of those white label cards. Power. Yeah. Yeah. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. Yeah, that does work. Welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. Welcome.
Do you see what this is?
Yeah.
Do you see what this is? This is taking the high road today, Squeeze.
And guess what? You took the low road because guess what? You came in
high
late.
road. High road.
You got to plug this in.
You go low. I'm going high. There will be no low road in the afternoon. None.
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 So do me a favor.
What?
Stop coming in late.
Sorry.
All right?
All right. By the way, this is the only day I've been late. Probably.
That's not true.
Since we have been doing.
Right, that's not true.
Since we have been doing live social
media. The other day
media.
you came in late, you said you were in with consultations. Remember?
Okay, so it's 2 times.
Okay.
How many times did showed up late?
Okay, and this morning you called.
Yeah, by the way,
you were stuck in the elevator. You called me. You were late.
By the way, you can count.
Can I keep going on?
No, because you can't. There's no other additional.
And by the way, the other day you didn't even show up at all, so we had to run a tape.
All right. First of all the people.
The other day you got boxed in and you were even late.
I was not boxed in. The people know. People know I am on time, and you are never on time.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Trust me. Meanwhile, nobody even says good morning. Oh, I know why, because I'm not looking at the right one. Maybe because SMG pinned the wrong thing to the top of our Facebook page. Let's see now.
It's pinned now.
Now it's pinned. There we go. Lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say hello to everybody. Wet Sugar Donna. She watches on both.
Yes, I like her.
Yes, she watches on both. Hello, good afternoon.
I wonder who she likes more.
Candy, good afternoon. Carrie Ann Wallace.
Start some trouble.
Stefania in Romania. Hello?
Hello.
You know it for a fact. Go on, say it.
She says it. She says
Good
hello.
afternoon.
No,
I'm just reading people.
I need for you to say what you said. I know for a fact there are people listening to me in Romania.
I know for a fact there are.
Okay.
Yes. What are we doing?
I hope.
Look. Anybody, I am taking the high road. Hi, this is Michelle Obama answering your immigration questions. All right.
Are you done?
Yeah. What is ringing? What is ringing?
All
It's
right,
a phone.
guys. Let's pump up the line.
By the way, Penny says Brad always late Squeeze. I don't know who's late. Then she's saying. She's saying I'm late or you're late.
But listen. You have been late several times. And you know what? Then you walk in afterwards and then you blame it on your.
Are you lambasting me?
Yes.
Are you publicly
and then you
lambasting
blame it on your
me?
client. Then SMG. And by the way, folks, every time you hear music playing before the show starts, that's because Brad is late. Okay, and then I don't show up because I know he's late.
That is so not
It's the
true.
truth. Every time if you ever hear the show start with music, Brad is late. That's because he's doing. But you know what? It camouflages it to make it look like I'm the one that is late when he's the one that's late. The truth comes to. The truth comes out now.
Wow.
The truth comes out. Enough is enough.
Wow.
Enough is enough.
First of all,
enough is enough.
SMG, are we always playing music and we're saying, okay, we'll play a couple of minutes of music till Squeeze shows up?
You're even stuttering
right?
now. You're even stuttering.
I'm not stuttering. That's the truth. SMG, you are an impartial. Okay, you only work for one of us and related to the other. You're completely impartial.
I'll never defend Steve. He
always
defends
There is no conflict of interest.
He always defends
Let's see
everything.
Let's see what.
Dad, I'm sorry, but I work for one.
One second. Let's see what's thicker, blood or money?
Evidently, you know what?
Leave me out of this.
Let's see what's thicker.
Want to hear a joke?
Yes, I'd like to hear a joke.
Every time someone complains to me and saying, "Oh, Squeeze, you're short," it's like, well, guess what? I'm a lot taller than you when I stand on my wallet.
That's right. Except this morning. This morning you're a little short. I think most people would be taller than you this morning.
Anyway,
Right.
Oh my God.
welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. We need some energy. Ladies and gentlemen, what we need the most today, yes, we know calls, they come regardless. But what we need the most today, Brad and I, we did what's called a social media meeting. And we found out that we are not getting as much shares. We want for you, the listeners on 93.5, to log on to your social media platform, especially Facebook. All right? And getting as much. Why do you have to do that for every show? Share Facebook page, David Squeeze
the way it
Annakie.
works.
Share Brad's page, Law Offices of Spar Bernstein. Also share on YouTube, Law Offices of Spar Bernstein and Spar Bernstein on Periscope. We need for you all to do better than Freddie. Do better than the Sage marketing team. Do better than the SMG team. Share, share, share. Let's show SMG, let's show Freddie that you are a much better sharer because you care. Brad and I, we have vouched for you. We decided that we know, as a matter of fact, we know that you are all going to win with the marketing in contrast to our individual and respective marketing departments. And if you all win, you all don't want to know what it's
Are you asking? By the way, SMG? I'm almost out of the
share
frame here. In
what they're
Periscope.
watching. and
But do
listening.
you are you trying to show up SMG and Freddie?
No, absolutely not. I love them both.
You love them both.
Yeah. Freddie's a nice guy.
Very nice guy. When he works.
Yes, he works across the street. I am the only fortunate one that.
Right. By the way,
I'm just waiting for the
by
day
the way-
that I'm going to get. By the way, you can't have that office anymore. I need an attorney to go in there.
By the way,
and he
RJ.
has done it before.
By the way-
he has given me an office
One
before.
second,
I said, "I'm sorry, you need to go back across the street."
Damn.
Just after you get comfortable over here, he's like, "You have offices across the street. Go there."
By the way, this is RJ's funny today. He says, "Squeeze, maybe you should start sharing some of that in your tall wallet."
Guess what? It's Jamaican money.
Oh yeah, Jamaican money. It's not a lot.
Which is
Okay.
it's a lot, but it's
Right.
the value.
What is
yeah.
what is the value to the Jamaican dollar right now?
About $1.29, I think.
$1.29 equals one.
No, one US is like 129.
It's 100.
I'm sorry, 129. Yeah.
Jamaican. Yeah. Right. It used to be a lot less.
Well, yes.
Yes?
Yes, it used to.
Right.
Big up, Vassal. All right. But hey, what are you gonna do? You know?
All right. Right. We got Kimberly waiting 13 minutes.
Kimberly, how you doing? Let's rock and roll.
Kimberly.
Okay. Thank you so much
Yes,
for.
I'm here.
Yeah, you were early, Kimberly.
Very.
I know it. Don't worry. All right. What's your question for the man who's late? The attorney. He's just never late for his immigration
By
consultation.
the way, there's nobody agreeing with you, by the way. Even like
That's okay.
Jackie says, I wonder if building management listens to Squeeze stories about the elevators. I mean, I don't think anybody's really agreeing with you here.
All right, but you were stuck this morning. But anyway, let's get to Kimberly's question.
Yes, okay.
Kimberly, what's your question?
Okay, my question is, I came up on a J1 visa. I got married, and I submitted my documents, but I did not wait for my waiver, and they denied me. But
Right.
my waiver came, and I resubmitted my documents. So my question is, will they deny me again?
No, assuming you're in a valid marriage and otherwise approvable, you have to refile again. You got your waiver, and you file your adjustment. You should be okay now.
So question, they approved the I-130.
Mhm.
I didn't file the I-130. I just make a copy of it and submit it to the document.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Do you know if I have to do biometrics again?
Yes, you will.
So I'm going to do everything again,
Everything
right?
again, right? You have to do a new medical, new everything.
So
The only
how
thing you don't have to do is the I-130 because you got it approved.
So how long do you think this will take, the process?
6 to 9 months from the time you file.
That's about your out of status.
Wait.
And I'm out of status because of that, so...
No, you're not at it. As soon as you file the adjustment, you're in status again. You have a pending adjustment. You're okay.
Okay.
All right. And is the gentleman, the husband behind you, does he have any other questions?
Do you have any other questions, Viv?
He's good?
Okay, no.
Babe is good?
No.
All right, good. All right.
All right.
You'll be
Thank you.
okay. You'll be okay. If you have a problem, call us.
All right, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Why am I hearing some underlining I'm hearing some underlying
Like a
like
buzz?
a show is going on somewhere.
I don't hear it. What about now?
You hear it in your headphones?
What about now?
Hold on. It was you, dude. It was you.
Hold on.
It's gone.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, because, well, no, somebody had pushed it up
Oh.
a little bit.
SMG.
SMG did not bring it down to 0. It was at around 1.
So we were hearing
It
ourselves.
was around 1. It was around
Oh! What
Hello,
up, Rick Ross?
hello.
How are you?
1. Why is he? Wait a second. Wait, we're not ready. We got to do immigration. We're not going there yet.
He showed up early.
I know.
He was early.
Can
You
we
were late.
introduce-
Just because he shows up early doesn't mean we just start talking about criminal defense because
No,
he
we'll get to
shows
see you,
up.
Paul.
I like to talk immigration.
We're going to talk immigration.
I love it.
Okay, we got one question. We can't go to criminal defense
No,
By the way,
we
folks,
gotta get
Paul Hirsch, our criminal defense attorney, just walked into the studios
yes.
Just
before time.
yet. Unannounced.
And he
Unannounced.
was not late, like some.
Yes.
No, I try to
All
get
right.
early. Try to be early.
Monique.
Notice how he just danced around that?
Monique.
Hi, Monique. How are you?
What's up?
Hi, good afternoon, Brad.
How are
Hi,
you?
Steve.
Hey, Monique. What's up?
I'm fine, thanks. Love your show.
Thank
Love you too.
Yes, I have a question though. I am currently here in the United States on a visitor's visa. I'm going back home to Jamaica in June. I'm asking, is it okay for me to travel from New York to Florida to visit my brother before I go back home?
Absolutely. You're visiting.
Yeah, I'm visiting, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Why
that's
not?
my question.
That was it?
That was it.
That was the whole question?
it, Monique?
You waited online 20 minutes to see if you could fly to Florida?
Seriously,
Enjoy
Monique?
your trip, Monique. Enjoy your
Okay,
trip.
Dad,
It's fine.
thank you.
Yeah, as long as you're in legal status, you got nothing to worry about, my dear.
See you in Florida.
See you in Florida. We're in Florida. Maybe we'll come visit.
All right. Bye.
Miami?
Thank you.
Go to Miami?
Yes.
All right, she's
She's
not
like-
interested.
Stop listening. She didn't
like-
want
She's like, all right.
She didn't want to play.
She's like, forget it. I don't want to party with you guys. All right, let's go
I'm
to
going to
another.
visit my brother. I didn't say I was going to hang out with you and Squeeze, Brad.
Someone says money man squeeze. I respect the bravery and the hustle.
There is a lot of bravery.
There is no money without the hustle and the bravery.
There's
Let
a
me
lot.
tell you that.
I will say this: there's a lot of bravery. That's for sure. There is a lot of bravery.
And there's
going
no
on.
money without the hustle.
That is right.
Let's go
All
to another
right,
call.
Sarah.
Hi, quick question. So, I came with my parents from Haiti on a boat years ago. I went to school here and everything, but I was in proceedings. My asylum case was denied, so I have a deportation order, but I also have TPS. I wanted to know, I have advanced parole. Would I be able to go to Haiti and come back just so I could get the I-94? Because I'm married to a U.S. citizen now. I want to adjust, but I don't have a legal entry. So
Yeah, I understand. You got to reopen your deportation case first before you do anything. So, so I think you would need to come see us, reopen your deportation case, then travel, then come back, then adjust your status. Because if you leave now, even with TPS, you're leaving under an order of deportation. You have self-deported.
wow.
All right. So, but
But
there's
also,
a
is
solution
Trump
for you.
gonna renew TPS?
There is a solution for you because you came here as a minor. Don't worry. All right. We just got to follow the right procedures.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Okay.
Once again, folks, you're in tune to the Brad and Squeeze Show, where, of course, we have these wonderful attorneys that answer immigration questions, talk about criminal defense, personal injury, family law.
Did you meet
and
our
much
new
more.
criminal defense attorney?
No, I don't know. I
Do you
thought-
even know who this guy is?
I
sitting
thought
here?
it was a feds in the building.
No, Jacob.
Checking me out and
No,
said, hey,
Jacob.
seeing if I'm breaking any FCC guidelines.
Not yet.
Not
Jacob.
yet.
Okay.
That's Jacob.
I did not say muck on the radio. I did not say that. I
Is his
did not say
microphone on?
TIHS. Yeah. And, hey, welcome,
Watch
man.
your, hello, Squeeze, Jacob Squeeze.
Nice
Nice.
to meet you.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing? All right.
I'm good.
You're going to find out we're a weird bunch of guys.
Looking forward to it.
You just know,
I've already pieced that
you
together.
don't
Yes.
even know what you signed up for.
Yeah, yeah.
He's no idea.
He's on here on day 2 so far.
On
Yes,
day 2?
And
Yes.
I gave him no intro in coming in. I said,
Right.
just come on in.
Long-time
and-
listener, though.
Long time
Long-
listener.
there
Oh,
you go.
good.
Long time listener, first time caller.
First time
I
employee.
like that.
First
I
time
like
employee, right.
So welcome, man.
Thank you.
Welcome. So you're in the criminal defense department?
I am, yes.
Okay, good.
Are you going to interview him?
Yes.
Okay.
First things first.
Not on the air.
Not on the air?
Why can't
No,
you
I'm not interviewing him on the air. The only thing I have to say is it's a sharp guy. It's a good-looking cat. Okay,
Yes, right,
all right.
right.
So he's going to fare well in
Yes.
front of in court.
Right, he's got a big mouth.
Okay,
Yeah.
got a
Right.
big mouth.
Doesn't like to take anything from
It
anybody.
looks like he
gruff.
knows how to handle himself. So I'm
Certainly
quite sure
does.
he can handle the clients.
Yes.
I think outwardly and physically, I think he's got what it takes right now.
Yes.
Just like the bearded guy
Yeah,
next to me.
check
By-
out
by-
check out the lining
but-
in the suit.
by the way, the people on Paris-
Look at that. That's well
Very
done.
nice with the paisley.
That's
Very nice.
well
The
done.
only thing
But-
I have
but-
to ask him
yeah.
is that stitched in or is that made? No, the
No, that's
pocket
that's
square.
that's.
That's an old shirt I cut up.
Ooh,
It's pinned
look
in.
at that.
Pin it.
I like the style. I like the style.
It's an inside joke.
Right, yeah, because SMG always comes in with the pre-stitched pocket square. So I always make fun of him with the
Hey
pre-stitched
man, you gotta
pocket
fake it till
square.
you make it. I don't make
I
that.
said, why don't you just get a pocket square and put it in? What do you? I said, it's a little.
Can't afford it now. Let me
Not on
All right,
the
by the
Now
way,
we, now we know what to get him for
by the
Christmas.
way, Periscope is saying, God bless Jacob with these crazy people.
Yes.
All right, let's go to Melton. Melton.
All right, so we got two criminal defense attorneys, and the man who runs the firm at the helm is Brad Bernstein. Hello,
Hello.
what's up, brother?
Chris, I have a question here. I'm
All
calling
right.
for my kids.
What are you asking, Brad?
How much you're going to take?
What kid? Where? How old? What are you?
In Jamaica, 18-year-old and 15.
And where? And you a citizen?
No.
Resident?
Yeah, resident.
When did you file for them?
I filed about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
All right, so they're gonna wait. Let's see where they're up to right now. They're up to Google is slow today. They're up to July 15th, 2015. So if you started 2 weeks ago, you're waiting about 21 months or so.
Okay, 2 years.
You're a little under 2 right now.
Okay. So the 18-year-old going to come, you know?
Well, it's going to be very close, but hopefully, yes. How did you get your green card?
Filing. My mother filed for me.
When did you come up with your green card?
Huh?
When did you come up with your green card?
2004.
So when you came up to the United States, your kids were alive.
No, me bring up 2 kids already.
But you
Yes.
have an 18. You have an 18 and a 14-year-old. They were alive. They were born. They were breathing air on this earth.
Yeah. But
When you got your green card, so you're going about this wrong. They are included in the case that your mom did for you. So as long as your mom's willing to give an affidavit of support for them, even if she doesn't work, you can include them on the old case and bring them up now. You don't have to worry about, is this 18-year-old going to turn 21? So you're not going about it the right way. In other words, literally, because they were alive when you got your green card and you got your green card in a category that you're allowed to include your children, they're included still. All you got to do is contact the embassy. Now, you're not going to be able to contact them, and they're not going to do anything for you because this happened 15 years ago. But if you contact us, we can contact the embassy and get to the right people and blah, 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 and do the right thing, blah, blah, blah. And now, 6-9 months later, your kids are going to come up here. So you're going about this wrong.
So
In other
what I
words,
must do?
here's my advice to you.
Right.
Let me allude to this. Let me segue to this. Hold the line. We're going to set you up with an appointment, at least a consultation at minimum, so you can understand fully what needs to be done and how it should be done, if not retain the law offices of Spar Bernstein, all right?
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
All
That's
right.
some
hold it
good
up.
advice right
Yes,
there.
thank you. Hold
Thank
on
you.
one
I
second.
try.
Right, and by the way, Paul Hirsch,
Yes.
you are on camera, so you playing with paper clips.
Oh, look who's talking, the guy who always has something
I know,
to
but
say.
but in other words,
I didn't-
all you
Right on the
see,
media training.
yes, all you see, at least when I'm playing something in my
Pot calling
hand.
the kettle black.
No, I'm not calling anything black. At least when I'm playing, it's like you see my whole, all we saw
I
in the,
didn't- I didn't
all we
s-
saw in the picture, the only thing we saw in
Just
the,
give me something in your hand, man.
the only thing we saw in the picture was paper clips going up and down,
That's
paper
no
clips
good.
going up and down.
All right.
All right, 1-800-529. What do you want me to do?
Michelle, can I have her?
Yeah, Michelle Obama. Take the high road. Take the high road.
Is that what that
That's what
reminds you
that.
of?
Yes, we have the pic. We got this morning.
That's
We
the
were
take the high road?
this morning. We were so on the low road.
I heard it got low.
It got very low. It got very
low.
That's
very,
why we need another attorney. in
very
here to
very low.
Keep it up a
Very
little bit.
very
Yes.
low. So we now have a picture of Michelle Obama to remind us that when someone goes low, you go high.
We go high.
We go
All
high.
right, we go high.
All right, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. So now we get to criminal defense.
Someone said
What?
the fiddler is talking, meaning you. Sharon Otten. Man, she's on point.
Yes.
But anyway, so criminal defense.
Yes.
I always segue in saying that I grew up in the Bronx, and I always feel that a lot of folks, not only the Bronx, everywhere that's in the New York State area. Any other states you covered?
New Jersey. Jacob's our New Jersey specialist.
Right. That everyone needs to have a good criminal defense attorney's number in their phone. What do you think, Brad?
I think so.
All right. And yes, we pontificate a lot with the immigrant community, and I do believe that everyone out there, especially if you're out of status, in status, you need to have the criminal defense number, and that's 1-800-LawLink. But let's get into what it is
And I just want to say he's not a specialist in New Jersey. He's admitted New Jersey.
Oh
He
yeah,
handles
yeah.
cases, right,
I meant.
right. So let's just be clear
Yes.
what
no,
we
he
mean.
clearly
Yes.
is a
Right.
full-fledged
Compliance
criminal
there.
defense
Correct.
attorney.
You went to
Correct.
compliance
Just
training.
had to do compliance
Full-fledged.
training.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
all right, no problem. All right, so we've got two attorneys in the studios outside of Brad Bernstein, and that's Paul. Oh, I wanted to say Harsh, but Paul Hirsch.
He doesn't like it.
I'm warm and fuzzy. I'm
He
not
doesn't
really
like
harsh.
it.
Paul Hirsch.
But he is harsh.
I
when he
mean,
goes
it's
to the
easy
court,
with the
yeah.
name, but I get it.
And we'll have the official introduction now that we're serious. All right, what is your name?
I'm Jacob Hudnut.
Jacob
Yes.
Hud what?
Hudnut, Hudnut.
You must have had a
Just
hard
like
time in
yeah,
college,
it was
man.
rough. It was, well, no, more elementary. No,
Remember, we're going high.
Elementary
We're
school.
going
Going high.
Yeah.
Michelle,
No, I'm going
get please, Michelle Obama.
Get
Michelle Obama, please.
We're
Thank
staying
you.
before it gets low.
Thank you. Yes, Michelle Obama.
Let's
Thank you.
stay high.
Yes.
All right, no problem.
Hubcap was as bad as it got.
Yes.
Hubcap.
Yeah, it was as bad as it
Oh,
got.
that.
All right.
All right.
It's getting worse now. In Periscope.
It's about to get worse.
You know, it's better if we clear it out of the way now
Yeah,
yes.
before they
Right,
get
right.
going.
I don't know what
Clear
is
it-
with
it's-
Periscope people. It's the
No,
funniest
Periscope is
thing.
the worst.
Periscope is like the worst.
But anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, what you want anyone to know anyway.
Sure. I had a solo practice for 7 years in New Jersey. I've represented
you have
over
experience.
I've represented over 500 individuals accused of felonies, and I was a public defender for the city of Jersey City for 4 of those years, part-time, and closed my firm to come join Brad and Spar Bernstein, and super excited.
Damn, Brad.
Go.
Huh? Is that well spoken?
You got
Fine
it like
addition.
that, man.
Is that well
You are
spoken?
growing in leaps and
Is that well
bounds.
spoken?
Criminal defense
That
division.
is very well
Judge.
spoken. That's
Yes.
very well spoken.
Thank
Just
you.
exploding here at
It's
Spar.
just off the
Yeah,
top of my
the
head.
criminal defense department is truly genuinely.
And by the
loaded.
way, for everybody out there, because you
Right.
never know, because I mean, crazy stuff happens to people all the time. Paul.
All the time.
I mean, I don't have to tell
Crazy.
Paul Hirsch.
No,
I certainly don't have to tell David Squeezaniki,
You don't have
who
to
grew
tell
up
me.
in the Bronx.
No, you
but
don't.
crazy stuff happens all of the time. Okay, and if you are sorely, and I am saying this, sorely mistaken,
Get ready to save the number.
if you think that you're not going to need a telephone number of a really good criminal defense attorney. You're going to hear from Paul and perhaps also from Jacob as well about some of the things they've done. But certainly, and we'll get into a discussion, but certainly you need to have a good telephone number of a good attorney in your phone. It's not enough to say, I'll worry about it, God forbid I
Nope.
get arrested. It's not enough to say, whoever shows up in court to represent me, that's what it'll be. Because I don't know if you would agree with this, Jacob, or not. This is my opinion,
Let's find out.
okay? My opinion is 50% of the case is basically the facts against you. And the other 50% is your attorney. And what I mean by your attorney is your attorney going to care for you? Is your attorney going to put the time in for you? Is the attorney going to do the proper investigation? Is the attorney going to just kind of, bag lunch it or quote, what is
Sure,
it?
absolutely.
What is, I don't know what the term is, bag it and just show up and whatever happens, happens.
Phone it in.
Phone it in. Thank you very
you go.
much.
You're welcome.
And so a lot of times it's not, well, I did it, I didn't do it. It's who do you got representing you? I mean, there's no question about it. So you got good criminal defense attorneys here. You can hear from Paul. Paul, what do we want to talk about today? And by the way, the telephone number to save is 1-800-529-5465,
what I'm putting up right now.
1-800-529-5465. And by the way, Jacob, you are on social media right now.
There we go.
Fantastic.
There you are.
Nice.
I see
There we
a new
go.
nickname on your screen there.
Yes, I saw that. I said, yeah, you got to ignore Periscope.
Don't read that.
Don't read it. Just don't read it. Just don't read it.
Dangerous.
I was told that as a criminal attorney, I should go by Hudnut. I don't know.
Hudnut.
Would not.
I like it. I like
that.
it. All right.
I like
Everybody
that.
gets a name here. Maybe
Nice.
that'll stick. We don't know.
We don't
So what's going on?
What's going on? So,
Sorry, sorry, not to interrupt
No,
like anyone
but you
else who
are,
does
but
that.
that's okay.
But, can I just have everybody save the number? All right, real quick. All right, I just need 60 seconds. Everyone, take out your mobile devices or your phone right now and call this number and save it for a good criminal defense attorney. All right, let the phones ring for about 15 seconds so we know you are actually listening. I don't even know if we have any listeners out there right now. So dial this number 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LawLink. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Dial the number, save the number. We've got two good attorneys in the area of criminal defense right now. You never know when you're going to get stopped. You never know when you're going to get arrested. And sometimes you don't have to do anything. You can be a good person and get arrested. I've seen it happen so many times. So make sure you make that call, 1-800-LawLink. It has happened to me. All right, so 1-800-529-5465. My apologies.
That's all right. For example, this weekend, got a phone call late Friday night. A immigration client of ours was having an issue. The son was disturbed about something and had the cops were called to the house and he was being arrested. The mom was beside herself. Thankfully, she had her number, had our number stored. She called me Friday night, and we got on it right away. And by Saturday, 3-4 o'clock, her son was out of the court, released on his own recognizance, in my office on Monday, and we're well on the way to fighting the case. But it just goes to show you that picking up that phone early and getting us was the key to getting him out as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Well, so you got him out.
Yes.
And what would have been the difference had he not had your telephone number?
not-
I mean, would there have been a big
I'm
difference?
not sure he would have seen a judge Saturday.
He would not have seen a judge on
I think he would
Saturday.
have seen a judge on Sunday.
On Sunday. So
So,
just
and
by
it-
having the telephone number saved him a day in jail.
Correct.
They're
And,
saving like crazy.
right. And in addition to
It was
that.
just lit up.
What just lit up?
The lines were
Really?
just, yes,
Jackie
I swear
wants to
God.
know that number. Can she call at 3 a.m.?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
to my wife's utter despair. It is under my pillow. It is on. It unfortunately goes off.
Some people sleep with a gun under their
Yes,
pillow.
I have
Hopefully
my
it's
cell phone.
licensed. Paul has his phone.
I have my phone under my pillow.
Paul has his phone under
I'm
his pillow.
available 24/7.
Yes.
My cell phone is on my card. My clients and our clients have access to me
I have a card?
24/7. Sure.
All right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we open back up the lines right now? Because I think everybody hung up who had all their immigration questions squeezed.
All right.
And Paul and Jacob, why don't you hang out and you'll give your 2 cents as criminal defense issues.
love it.
And people
pop
may
up.
have criminal defense
And maybe
questions.
they may have questions too. And so why don't you tell everybody to call now and we're going to
All right,
answer
yeah.
immigration
So,
questions.
so according to the client service department, people are calling. But listen up, folks. Right now, you're going to call for immigration to get your questions answered, and also you may call and save the number for criminal defense: 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And I'm very happy that we've got someone from Jersey, as we would say in the
What
BX.
is that? What is show us the
Jersey
card and number, please? I don't even know what that means.
It means your credit card.
My credit card?
No, it meant his business card. That's what I
think
was
they meant
asking
my
him for.
business card.
Your
I was
business
at-
card?
Yeah. So they were pretty much
Well,
saying
it's
them.
1-800-529-5465.
Sure.
It is the same telephone number whether you want to speak to Brad, you want to speak to Paul, you want to speak to Jacob, you want to speak to David Moreno, you want to speak to Carmela in tax, you want to speak to just Megan in divorce and matrimonial, you want to speak to Russell for construction accidents, you want to speak to any of the other immigration lawyers, it is the same telephone number. We all work together.
Yep.
That's why we're on this show together.
That's what makes Spar Bernstein
That's right.
rather special.
Someone
is
wants to
how
know
we
if you
how
can
we
take
all
cases
work
in Florida.
We can take.
We can
take.
discuss it.
We can take immigration cases in Florida. We can. By the way, Shannon is admitted in Florida.
Sure.
And we can take certainly federal cases
And
in
and
Florida.
our reach is, ever expanding. If we can't physically do it, we will find you an attorney that we trust, that we vet, that we can make sure is looking out for your best interests.
Every time I hear that word vet, I think about Trump
Yeah,
and
don't.
his
All right,
administration.
sorry.
No vetting.
No vetting.
No vetting.
All right.
I don't like that word anymore. It just
All right,
rubs
sorry.
you wrong,
All
right?
right, well, we will make sure the attorney's a good guy
yes.
or girl.
Yes.
All right. So let's get back to business.
All
More
right.
of it.
1-800-529-5465. Let's go to this gentleman. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How you doing, gentlemen?
I'm doing great. I got to tell you guys are phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, thanks.
Thank you.
I just happened to be honest with you, scrolling through the channels. I came across this conversation. I said I have to stop and listen.
Nice.
I'm a former Bronx boy myself, so you can hear something coming from the heart when you hear it.
Thank you.
Anybody listening out there, and I'm saying this to you honestly, just do exactly this. Just share the stories of what you do, and I think that's your best advertiser because it comes from the heart.
Well,
it sounds like you guys really care.
I appreciate it, and obviously,
Much,
yes,
much.
we're not going to be self-righteous and say, oh, we're not promoting ourselves. But at the same token, yes, we are. But we want to get the right information out to
do.
people. We want people to learn. We want people to understand
agreed.
what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
I thank you for that. Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's
Thank
it.
you.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Appreciate the call. All right.
Thanks. Wow.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Very
cool.
nice.
This is really
Yeah.
nice.
Yes. All right. 1-800-529-5465.
All right,
1-800. What?
Before I get my head chopped off, Vassal wants to know if someone can't find their I-94, how can they locate it? And when adjusting your status on
You don't-
and
you
they come
don't-
on a visiting visa.
Google Maps, I
You-
believe, is
no,
Google
no,
Maps
no.
to find I-94.
What do you got?
No, you need to. You don't need the I-94 if you have the passport. So everybody always is saying, "Oh, I got to get my I-94. I lost it." But if you have a passport with a visa and a stamp in it that you made a legal entry, don't need the I-94. Just file the adjustment, make a photocopy of the visa and the stamp,
Or come to you.
or come to me.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Once again, our criminal defense attorneys. Brad.
Charmaine,
Hi, Brad.
how are you?
Okay.
What's happening?
All right. I have a question. I don't know if you can answer it because it has to do with Jamaica. My brother have his case approved, and he have a date for interview on the 22nd. But I was told he's supposed to get a package in the mail before he can go and do his medical.
Right. They're going to schedule him for the doctor and the medical.
Okay, because he's calling me, pestering me that he doesn't have too much time, and the medical might take a few.
No. They're going to. The medical will be scheduled about 3 days before the visa appointment. It's all going to come in the same package.
Ah.
So tell him not to worry. Don't be anxious. All is well.
Okay.
All right, and tell him I said that.
I sure will. You're
All
the
right.
best. You and Squeeze. Right, Squeeze?
Yes,
Squeeze
darling.
is happy. I don't know why. Why is Squeeze happy?
Oh,
Why
you're
are you
a
happy?
guy. Wait,
No, he's
Mark.
jumping up and down. He's reading something.
Very happy.
What?
Oh, wait, how
What?
does
A friend of
Mark
mine,
people?
which is a friend of yours, that was listening like her to the show this morning.
Yes.
Call your client services department about page 21. And Paul Hirsch just saw that I executed his contract for a USA credit repair for his to be done.
Oh, very good.
Very good guy.
Very good.
Paul can tell you that.
Very good. All right, Charmaine. I don't know what Squeeze is talking about, but thank you. That's what I said. What?
Yep.
All right. All right. But tell your brother he's good.
Yeah, tell your
All
brother
right,
he's
I
okay.
will. Thank you.
All right. So is that my hint that I have to talk about USA Credit Repair?
No,
now?
absolutely not.
So USA Credit Repair.
You don't have to talk about it.
Do you know anything about USA Credit Repair, by the way?
I hear it's fantastic.
You hear it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. They're the sponsors of this show. So without USA Credit Repair, we would be actually doing legal work right now. We wouldn't be talking on the radio. So we thank USA Credit Repair for giving us this opportunity to blow off legal work for an hour,
For an hour.
and talk on the radio.
By the way,
So-
I need an attorney to, handle
gonna
my
commit a
side of
crime?
the contract.
Yeah.
No, but outside of my contract.
So
That
so
sounds
you
premeditated.
so what?
Yeah,
so
that's premeditated.
Yeah. So what USA Credit Repair does is just in case I don't know if do you ever check your credit, Jacob?
I have.
Okay, but you
Just
haven't in a while.
When I'm doing other things.
When you're doing other things.
Applying
Okay.
for an apartment.
Fine,
that
right.
type of
So
situation.
sometimes you say you're walking down the street, say, I have no idea what my credit is. You can call USA Credit Repair up. They'll check it for you for absolutely free while you're on the telephone, and they'll let you know if you have a problem with your credit. If you got bad credit, if you're below 700, they're going to help you. And they give you a 90-day money-back guarantee.
Absolutely.
That if they don't help you within 90 days,
Get your money back.
get your money back.
I think that's what it means.
I think that's what it means.
Right.
So for everybody out there, if you're not sure what your credit is and you want to check it out, call USA Credit Repair. If you're below 700 and you want to get your credit up, call USA Credit Repair. And they are at wefixbadcredit.com. I remember that. I don't remember the telephone number. I should write it down, but I did write it down many times, but people keep taking stuff away from me. Like everything around me, it's like, like I have like all these things and every day they just disappear.
Little bit.
Little bit by little bit, they take stuff away from me.
Someone loves our show so much. Says, how long do you guys do live on Insta. I need to take a shower, but I don't want to miss this.
Nice.
All right. You're
Take
15
be
more minutes.
careful about taking us in the shower.
15 more minutes.
As long as it's unplugged.
15
about
more
that time.
minutes. 15 more minutes, and then you can go shower and clean yourself.
Social media
And what
check-in.
is, wait, we didn't give the telephone number for USA Credit
Yeah,
Repair.
what is?
Oh, we should.
Yes. Who would like to give that number? I don't know what it is.
1-800
Yes.
872 7177. That's 1-800 USA 7177. If you have bad credit, just call that number 1-800 872 7177 and 7177. And if someone wants to share that number on social media, it would be nice.
And where can they reach you online?
We said that. We fixed badcredit.com.
Brad remembered that one.
That one
Just
I
not the
remember,
phone
'cause that's
number.
easy. That's
Oh,
easy.
that
Just
is.
Google USA Credit Repair.
By
Easy.
the
When you
by
don't
the-
know, we fix Brad
By
credit.
the
That's
way,
easy.
can you ask your media handler, Squeeze?
Yeah.
Okay, before you go on the show, just ask your media handlers to just lower the volume on your telephone so it doesn't interrupt the show.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to speak to the media
Can you
handler.
Please
Yes.
speak to the media handlers
His
about
people.
Got a
Talk
vibration.
to your
it's even
people.
loud.
that. Yes.
All
Talk to your
yes.
people.
I'll talk to my people.
Yes.
Don't
All
talk to
right, SMG, you ready?
Yep, I'm just putting up our sponsor.
Nice.
By the way, Little
Nice.
Nicky is not here. I wonder what's on Little Nicky's mind today.
where is
It's,
Little
it's
Nicky?
invisible
I need
Little
her, though.
Nicky today.
I'm here managing the cameras.
Right.
No.
It's
Different
invisible,
forums.
invisible Little Nicky.
Little Nicky.
It is. We can ask her. What's on your mind, little Nikki?
She still has
All
nothing,
right.
nothing,
All right.
nothing on
No
her
response.
mind.
Nothing on her mind.
Nothing on her mind. Invisible.
That'll
Little Nicky.
happen.
Yes.
All right, cool. So we're gonna
Right.
jump.
Yeah, by the way, yesterday we had Invisible SMG. He was in Jamaica at Carnival.
Oh, look at
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I wanna see those pictures.
Invisible. I saw the pictures on Instagram.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, by the way.
Speedo included?
No,
or?
no. He's like Joe Cool.
Oh, is he?
Okay, with the button-down shirt open.
Nice.
Okay, and he's just there at the washboard abs. Just there.
Almost there.
No, not almost there. He's just
Just
there.
there. Got it.
Just there at
Just
it.
there.
Nothing
You know,
less,
I've been
nothing
eating
more.
and I was eating and drinking juice
Just
water
there
all
at
day.
it, and he's like, he looks like he's in a Ralph Lauren ad, you know, just walk, like he's like, with the white button-down
Nice.
shirt,
Oh, my
and,
goodness.
and
Mojito in hand,
right, and
or,
he's like, it's completely
SMG,
open.
what's your name? I'm looking you up on Instagram. I don't know. What
David underscore Annakie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like I really don't
Familiar?
know.
Follow me on the gram. All right. So anyway, you ready for YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. So first question is from. It was actually from Bobby. We forgot to get to it last time. That's my fault, Bobby. It's about the GS 9096 in North Carolina. He was.
The GS 99. I'm already lost.
Is
Wow.
it? He says he wants to know if it's better than a misdemeanor. I'm not sure what a
The
GS 90.
GS 99. Paul, can you pull out your North Carolina
let me get
penal
that.
code?
Let me get that.
We have no idea what the
We
penal.
can Google that,
We don't
but I
know
have no
what the
idea.
penal code is of North
No, I
Carolina,
don't.
but what we can do, in all seriousness,
Right.
is if he has a consultation with us and he can send us what he pled guilty to, if he has a piece of paper or he has the section of law, while we're having the phone consultation with him, we can do the research
Sure.
and look it up. But I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
don't.
You should give us a call, Bobby, 1-800-529-5465. Next question is from Marissa. She's out of status, working for 1 year now. How long should she wait to ask her employer if he wants to sponsor her for a green card? And how long?
You're about a year too late.
Yes.
You should have
Should
stayed in
happen day
status
one.
before you asked the sponsor. But she should make an appointment because obviously she's out of status and needs help. So she should make an appointment to come see us. But you want to do it while you're in status, not while you're out of status.
Okay.
SMG's Ali wants to say hi to you, and you should say hi back to her. That's all.
Allie?
Yeah.
Which Allie? Oh,
Continue.
well, hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
I mean,
Allie.
if you don't know.
This is why you're supposed to just continue.
Have a case of a, this person has a case of a U visa in the process, but also has a criminal record. The last time they had contact or was in trouble with the justice system was 12 years ago.
Well, if you have more than one misdemeanor or an aggravated felony, a crime of moral turpitude, more than 2 crimes of moral turpitude, you could be denied your U visa. So we would need to take a look at his
Yeah,
criminal record.
we do need to take a look.
Right.
I'm married to a U.S. citizen for 2 years and 1 month. We are now filing for my adjustment of status. Will I get the 2-year conditional green card or the 10-year?
How long have they been married?
2 years and 1 month.
They will get a permanent green card.
Okay. And then we have I'm an F1 student who is out of status, and I now have a job sponsor. My current lawyer said I would need a waiver. A friend told me you said otherwise on this show.
I
may
did
need
say
your help.
otherwise on the show. If you're on an F1 visa, 99% of the time, you are given what's called duration of status. So the government never gives you a day in which you have to leave the United States of America. So unless you try to go from an F1 to another change of status, or unless the government actually wrote you a letter to say, hey, pal, leave the country,
I mean,
come on,
what
Squeeze.
kind of joint we running? here?
Exactly.
Come on,
Isn't this
proceed.
in the contract? This isn't in the
You
contract.
know, you had like 10 minutes to
four
shut the volume
phones.
off, baby.
Four
You can
phones.
think this is a reality show.
I thought you would have gotten the hint to shut the volume off
vibration
on
was
your phone.
working. I mean, it actually rang in the studio.
Exactly.
Anybody?
So-
Anyone else wants to castigate me?
No. So,
Not
so,
castrate.
but
castigate.
the answer is, if you have duration status, you are out of status because you're no longer in school, but you have not. There's a difference between being out of status, which is one term, and then being unlawfully present, which is a different term. So what the law says is you need a waiver if you're going to go home if you have been unlawfully present for more than 180 days. But since the government never gave you a day in which to leave the United States of America, there's no way to calculate your unlawful presence. So people on F1s and J1s, I always say, if you don't overstay on a visa, but if you're going to overstay on a visa, make an F1 or a J1, because now you don't need a waiver to go home to get your green card and come back. Generally, but now that is general information.
Yes.
General.
Just general.
I would
You
need
should
to,
call
I
with
would
your
need to, I
specifics.
would need to actually look at your documents to make sure you have duration of status and that you didn't do anything else.
You know what? Also, can just segueing to Paul Hirsch and Jacob here. What's the difference between vacate and expunging? 60 seconds.
It is a difference. Each state does it differently. New Jersey will expunge your record, which will have no effect on your federal immigration application. New York will not expunge your record, but we can get certain convictions vacated, which will
Or
have
mitigated.
or mitigated,
Right.
but vacated and will have no effect on your federal immigration.
And the
status.
reason for this, Mr. Hirsch,
the reason is
let me tell
no,
you
please,
why.
Brad's gonna tell us.
Because the definition of a crime for immigration is you are found guilty or you pled guilty and some sort of sentence was imposed. So when you expunge a case, you were found guilty, a sentence was given to you, and then years later the judge says, okay, moving forward, you're no longer guilty.
Right.
But for that period of time,
It actually happened.
it actually happened. It's still a conviction. Versus vacating or mitigating means going back to the
date of,
date
right.
of and changing the actual
Right,
conviction.
where they a legal misnomer that it never actually happened.
Exactly.
So that's what we try to do in New York.
I'm going to law school.
You guys want to jump to Facebook now? We have quite a lot of questions
Yes,
on there
please.
as well.
Yeah, why don't you just run through yours?
All right, go through all of them?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go quick. How soon after getting a permanent green card can a parent file for their children over 21, and what
The next
documents
day,
are required?
I-130 and a birth certificate.
Next,
right.
1-800-LawLink.
Hi, Brad. Can a person who is a permanent resident of 1 year now file for their 2-year-old son back home?
Yes.
She gained residence through her mom, married through a citizen. So, yep.
Yes.
Okay. What are they up to with the certificate of citizenship right now?
What are they up to? They're up to giving them out to people who are eligible for it. Next.
What are the Give us a call, 1-800-529-5465. What are the
Okay.
forms my husband needs to file for me and my children to get legal status? My children are in Jamaica, and what are the costs? to file?
I-130 for each of you, 535 for each form.
Beautiful. Next question is, do you do out-of-state cases in immigration?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
All 50 states around the galaxy.
Yes. If
Around,
you need it,
like-
we got it.
Yes, like I'll Star Trek.
do out
you
of the country
to-
also.
Beam me up.
Mars.
me up
We
to
haven't
anywhere.
started Mars yet.
Yeah, anything.
No
We're
visa
Working
yet.
on that.
That's right.
Getting a
Got to
colony
talk
out
to the
there.
Tesla guy.
Right.
I've been living here since July 23rd, 2014, and I had a green card for 2 years. It expired last year in 2016. I went for an interview, which they scanned my eyes and did a finger. I got an extension letter, which was valid until July 23rd of this year. They tell me I would get my 10-year green card in 4 months. That was from last year, July, and until now, no green card.
It
Which
sounds like they gave you the figure is right.
I was wondering when that was
Oh,
coming
Michelle,
out.
oh,
Should have grabbed Michelle.
Take the high road. Take the high road.
Should've grabbed
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there on the interview. Okay, so if you were doing it with your spouse, you got to be able to prove it's a real marriage. If you were doing it on your own, either based on abuse or a divorce, you got to prove you're divorced or there was abuse and it was a real marriage. I don't know what to say because I wasn't there. I don't know what was presented. But if it's been this long, I would suggest you come and see us.
1-800-529-5465.
Let's squeeze in a quick one here. Sharon wants to know, can a resident apply for citizenship if they have been charged with DWI and child endangerment, but the case was Article 864 with probation, or do they have to wait 5 years after the case was closed?
What is Article 864?
It's not New York.
It's not New York.
It's
Is this
not-
North
it's not New
Carolina?
Jersey. It
This
might-
could be North Carolina.
It's another state or another country or another
It
galaxy.
sounds like you were found guilty of something.
Something. Yeah, and it needs to be corrected.
And you need 5 years good moral character no matter
least,
what.
at a
So
minimum.
I would not suggest doing anything with your citizenship till we actually take a look at what happened and when it
Right,
happened.
and endangering the welfare of a child is
Right.
probably a crime of moral.
And by the way, for everybody out there, probably true, Paul, and for everybody out there, just because we say we don't know what the penal code is of
Right.
that particular state doesn't mean we can't help you. It just means I don't memorize every penal code
Right.
in every state, so I don't know what Article 864 is, and I don't know what state you're talking about. But what you can do is have a consultation with us, even if you're out of state. We do it by phone.
Right.
And then you email us your documents, and then we look it up, and then I tell you exactly where you stand.
Okay, I have a 10-year green card. When can I file for my citizenship? That's from Instagram.
5 years after you got your green card, 3 years based on a bona fide marriage, 1 year if you want to join the military.
All right, two-part question here. What's up with the embassy in Bridgetown, Barbados, asking immigrant interviewees to bring current 1040 when all of this is submitted?
I don't know. This is the first I'm hearing about
I
it.
thought you're from Barbados.
I don't know. I don't know. Did it happen
Maybe they
to
want the original?
your particular maybe they didn't believe it was a real tax return. You know, anyone could literally print out a tax return.
Right.
Okay,
Filed
you can print out a tax return,
Fill
go
it
to
out.
Google, fill it out, and say, "Here's my taxes." So what they're probably asking is not for the original 1040, but for a printout from the IRS.
Yeah.
That they have received this.
It's official.
So the IRS will give you a printout saying, yes, this actual tax form was filed.
Part two is if they ask you to submit that 1040 when you did your interview, will they make a decision and ask you to send in your passport as well?
Can you guys answer this question? This is such an important
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Maybe I don't know. You
not
know, a
sure.
lot depends on more than your tax return. Yes.
Can an arrest prevent you from getting citizenship?
Perhaps, yes.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, yes.
No, you guys say that very lightly.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
I would say yes.
Yes, you do.
But
The answer is it doesn't help.
doesn't help. But an arrest alone probably won't.
It
I mean,
doesn't-
if that's all the information we
doesn't-
have,
What about
It
arrest
doesn't
for
help.
we
weed?
can't answer that.
That also doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
Doesn't help your citizenship
Doesn't.
application.
If I send
They're
you-
not saying when you see an arrest for weed, they're not saying that's wonderful. Show us more.
Correct.
Okay.
So in other words,
They're
you
not
guys are
trying to
saying provide
encourage
more
that
information.
The disposition,
Correct.
how the matter
That would
ended.
help.
There you go.
If I signed
Thank
in,
you, Jacob.
You're welcome.
That's why we have him here.
Lisa actually said your lawyer, your attorneys here are on point. They're loving it.
Who's on
course.
point?
All the attorneys in here. She said your attorneys are on point.
I think so.
I hope
Well,
so.
I would
this is the
agree.
Brad and Squeeze
Yeah.
show.
I would
hope so.
agree.
Yes.
This is the Brad and Squeeze show. Of course, you're going to be on
On
point.
point.
If I send in an I-30, I-485 for adjustment, and my I-30 is approved, however, my I-45 is returned due to my spouse being a green card holder, I'm waiting for my immigrant visa appointment dates to be available. The 8th of this month, my I-94 expired.
So then either go home before 180 days and wait for it back home so you don't have a bar, or take your chances with a provisional waiver, but I would suggest going home.
All right, and they said their spouse is about to do citizenship.
Well, then that's a different story then. So if you know the spouse is going to become a citizen, then you could adjust here.
That
All
sounds
the
like-
reasons
that sounds
why
like a conversation with an
that you
attorney
would
right
need
there.
that you would need to have an attorney.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be making life decisions based on
Right.
based on a one sentence question like
Yes,
that.
the
Right.
three-part question as well.
By the way,
It's a
when
paragraph.
are you going to be like nice?
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. How come you haven't said that?
That's his
Guys,
trademark.
hey,
He
man,
left it. He
no.
left it down in Jamaica.
I did. I gotta go grab it.
Gotta go get
I'll
it.
be back.
Come on back.
You know, like Ed McMahon had, everyone had like their
Yeah.
trademark, like the sidekick. His for like a month, every time I
You are
answered a
correct,
question.
sir, right?
Yes,
Wasn't that
right,
it?
yeah. Right. So every time, I would answer a question, he would go, nice. And it became his trademark, and then all of a sudden he stopped.
Yeah.
All right. I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back.
Carnival did that to him.
Yes.
Okay, here's one. Arrested for gun charge and was granted cancellation of removal 3 years ago. Can I apply for my citizenship?
What happened 3 years ago?
He got cancellation of removal.
Is he married to a U.S. citizen?
Doesn't say, but.
The answer, if he's married to a U.S. citizen, yes. If he's not, then he has to wait 5 years.
Okay. Files I-751 in 2012 after 2 years of getting my green card through my spouse. It's now 2017. I've been issued 2 NTAs.
was worse than the rest.
And been to court at least 4 times, and the judge has dismissed the case for them to adjudicate my I-751. And now they have
What judge
administered-
has dismissed it?
I don't know.
I missed it because somebody's interrupting
Sorry,
with the
stop
phone.
it.
It's on the phones, man.
How many
He's
people?
putting in his
How many
lunch order. I think he
people-
put in his lunch order.
How many people are going to call you?
Your
during the
turkey
show?
sandwich is at
Can
front,
we
sir.
make this legal and finish up on the other side?
All right. I didn't realize the time. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome. This has been an attorney advertisement. The information presented has been informational only. We are going to be off on 93.5 WVIP in any second. We're going to continue on social media for about 5 more minutes or so, answering the rest
We'll
of the
still be on
immigration
WVIP.
questions. So please, we will be for 3 minutes. We'll
So
be
you
off.
need to disconnect
Nice.
and log into the studio in Jamaica.
Okay,
This
fine.
way, when we come back,
That's
we're
fine.
going to get here and then
I
we get fined
understand. No problem.
$10,000
No
by your
problem. No
O'Shaughnessy.
problem. No problem. Okay. And the telephone number to call Spar Bernstein 1-800-529-5465. So there's going to be a 3-minute break on WVIP while they run their commercials. We're going to continue on social media
Until they're all finished.
And you'll
And
see
then
us.
they'll jump
and you'll
right
see
back
us
in.
Link Up
back
Radio will
on.
be nice enough to stay as long as their social media questions.
Correct.
Can you imagine if they just come all day?
Oh my God. All right. So let me.
Yeah, we're off though.
We're off now,
So
and
we
then
can-
I'm going to go to Link Up, and there we are. Okay. Very good.
So Zenmar,
Welcome back.
Zenmar, don't kick us off because you remember the last time he did. Don't kick us off.
He's not
Zenmar.
listening.
Oh, you trust me.
He's
Who
not
are all
listening.
these
listening.
people?
Oh, don't worry. These are just.
Those are people.
These are people as
What do you mean with all those
just
people?
people.
People.
Who are being people?
These are all people working for us
Oh, look at
all
that.
over the world.
I did not
You
know.
think we're just?
Look at them. They look like they're just hanging out. I don't know what they're doing.
No, you know what they've been doing? They've been
Yeah.
calling him during his radio
Is that
show.
it? Is
That's
that
what
the
they're
phone calls
doing.
that come in?
Yeah, they're idiots.
Oh, you're calling people idiots.
Idiot! Don't you realize you're on a radio show? What are you calling your boss for?
The guy on the
as
left
bad
still
as the
hasn't
name.
moved. I think he's out. Up, he moved.
Yeah.
he moved.
Now all Squeeze's people have now quit.
moved.
They're gonna hate me. They're all gonna hate me now.
They look like they're
Squeeze
All right,
and
let's do the rest.
friends,
Let's do the
they're all
rest.
like
Let's do the-
they're in college. They just
All right.
woke up.
Let's.
They're gonna think that you're all. They're gonna say I'm an
All
asshole.
right, let's do the rest.
By the way,
Whoa.
I'm off the air.
You can
Oh,
say.
so
I'm
we
off
can
the air.
curse.
Now we can
You can
curse.
say.
Now
You
we
can
can
say
curse.
asshole for about another 90 seconds.
90 seconds?
And then we're back on.
Get it
track
out of your
again.
system.
Get it out of your
I'm not
system.
gonna-
If you have anything curse
My
words
mom
to
may be
say-
listening. I'm not.
Any curse words to say, do it now.
Not doing it.
All right, so
We're going to go back to YouTube.
Yes.
I worked in this country for 15 years now. I have not filed to get back any money from the employer that took money out of my check. What can I do? For the government, she meant. I'm sorry.
Social Security kind of thing.
wait, what happened?
I'm trying to read this. I'm trying to
All
use
right,
the
let me get.
translator.
Okay, all right.
So,
Just read it verbatim.
I'm work in this country for 15 years now. I have not filed to get back any money from the government that took money out by check. What can I do?
All right, so what she's done is she's worked here for 15 years, and her boss has withheld taxes,
Right.
yet she has not
She has
filed
not
a tax
filed.
return in 15 years. You've been asleep?
Right.
What's going on here?
Time to call
So time
Carmela.
to call Carmela. What she should do
Who
is
is Carmela?
Carmela is a free consultation. That's what Carmela is. For
Is she an
taxes.
attorney?
Yes.
She's not some lady at Gun Hill Road.
No, she's not the lady.
Is she at Spar
No,
Bernstein?
remember we got in trouble? We said that once?
I know.
Remember we got in trouble that once? Years ago. Years ago.
Is it Carmela on Gun Hill Road?
No,
Is
there's
not
a tax,
happy?
no, there's a tax
No,
person
stop
on Gun Hill Road. And we kept saying, don't call the tax person. We didn't know there was a tax person on Gun Hill Road. And then they call him, why are you saying people not to call?
If her name was Carmela, that would be
What
good.
we meant is you need to go to a bona fide tax
Correct.
attorney or preparation specialist in taxes.
That should be a segment on the show, though. Time to call Carmela.
Time to
I
call
kind of like
Carmela.
it.
It's coming.
Well, I like it.
I like
It's
that.
coming.
Hey,
Paul.
It's
Time
coming.
Oh, Paul.
It's coming.
Paul, can you join
Every
the
once in a
media
while.
team?
I,
Can
you
join
know,
the media team?
Seems like he has that media
with
All right, what
an
else?
added incentive in my compensation package, I'm happy to.
What else?
You can add
I'm a
this.
U.S. citizen.
So ridiculous. All right, that's Michelle
Just hold her
Obama.
up.
I'm
Hold
taking
her
a
up.
high road.
I'm a U.S. citizen. What forms do I need to fill out for my father who is currently here and overstayed his tourist visa?
And we're live again.
Back live on
Back
WVIP. You're a U.S. citizen, and you want to know
What forms?
what
do I
for
need to
an
fill out?
I-130, an I-45, an I-864 affidavit of support, an I-765 work permission, an I-131 travel document, and altogether it's about 50 pages of forms.
For their father.
For their father. Yes.
All right, Squeeze, you have any?
Yeah,
Before I
it's
jump
called
in?
Lance, and he's on the line.
Lance. Lance,
Hello?
what's up?
Yeah, no problem, man. I just want some clarity on this, yeah?
Yeah.
My fiance had came up last year, and we got married. All right, she went down back a week after we got married. And she came up back in November. We got married July of last year. She came up back November.
Okay.
And she just went down back in March, the ending of March. I want to know when is it safe for her to come back up. I filed the I-130 for her in January. Her priority date was the 20th of January.
Well, why is she traveling back home? Why don't you go home? It's not safe for her to come back. She's come twice. You already have a visa petition filed. I can't promise you that they would let her back into the country. She's going to have to stay. My advice is, in terms of safety and not having a problem, stay right where you are. Wait for the I-130. She'll be back with her green card in about 9 months.
You know what I want to add to that, Brad? There are a lot of folks out there who actually, two things. One, if you're coming to the United States for something other than visiting, try and get the appropriate and the respective visa by calling Spar Bernstein, rather than going back and forth and potentially getting yourself in trouble. Yeah.
Squeeze.
Yeah.
I'd called about this sometime in February, and for the advice, and Brad said that it is okay for she to travel. She should not stay out of status.
I understand that, but you're a citizen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're a citizen and she's here and she's been here for more than 90 days, you know, this is why you need a phone. This is why you need a consultation and not just general information. Because had I had a consultation with you, I would have told you you're a citizen.
Exactly.
You've already filed an I-130. Adjust your status here, because every time she's traveling back and forth 100 times, you're running a risk.
Okay, because she got her job back in Jamaica. That's
all right, so then what you need to do now is have a consultation with her.
Precisely, and that's what I'm saying. Let's not try to resolve all your problems and or your issues right here on the airwaves. This is just a precursor to what it is that you're supposed to actually have, right?
Okay.
So just call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LawLink.
Hold on. All right. Do we have any more questions on Facebook?
Yes, we do.
All right, let's go through them quickly.
I'm going to renew my green card because it will expire in March of 2018. I came here as on a fiancé visa. Do we have to do the interview in person with my wife?
Yes.
Yes, you do. And can you travel outside the country after probation?
Depends what your probation is for.
Well, if the term of probation's over, then nobody should be supervising you.
No, but
you may
we're
it
concerned
may be
about immigration.
Could be a bar.
Maybe you were found guilty of something that would prevent you from coming back to the United States.
You definitely
Jumped the gun. I got excited on that one.
You did. See, it's hard to not answer.
Yes.
You want to get in?
Yes. You know, when Paul started, he wanted to get in, and he started answering immigration questions. Nope, that's wrong.
Many of them wrong.
Many of them wrong. Yes.
Right.
My friend's mom, when she was being filed for by her mom, she said she was not married, but she was. Can she file for her? On her birth certificate, it said she was married.
So there's some sort of misrepresentation issue there. They would need to come and see us.
All right. 1-800-529-5465 is the number to call.
1-800-LawLink.
And it's also the same number for criminal defense. Paul Hirsch, Jacob Hudnut, David Moreno. 1-800-529-5465 for Russell, construction accidents. 1-800-529-5465 for Megan, matrimonial family law. 1-800-529-5465. Carmela. 1-800-529-5465. Brad. 1-800
always available.
529-5465. The point I'm trying to make is
What's the
you
point?
only need one
number.
telephone number.
Yeah.
So we said 5 times.
5 times, right.
All right. So tip of the day, immigration tip of the day by David Squeeze Annakie. If you're here on a visitor's visa, rather than overstaying, you may want to call the law offices of Spar Bernstein about extending your stay. A lot of people do not know that.
Or changing your status to something else.
Your status. A lot of people do not know that, yes, you're saying that you've been given 6 months, but you have to stay longer than 6 months. Why jeopardize the validity of your visa? Call Spar Bernstein. What's the number, Brad?
1-800-529-5465.
For immigration?
1-800-529-5465.
Criminal defense?
1-800-529-5465.
Jacob and Paul?
1-800-529-5465.
Carmela, the tax attorney?
1-800-529-5465.
Russell, a personal injury attorney?
1-800-529-5465.
Megan, the family?
1-800-529-5465.
All right.
Got it?
Nice.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And, of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.